How's the reception? Is it good?
So, why did I hire you?
Well, it's PR, right? So, I don't know. You know what I do?
I know what you've done. A lot of good journalism with some big names. And it was all print.
Paper's done, and now everything's the cloud, right? I know the storyline. But that can't be the point here. I mean, journalism's facts. Truth. I'm sure you guys have your own angle on it, but PR's basically the opposite. It's the art of the cover-up.
Straight truth to power, huh?
Sorry. Sure you have your own angle, but I know the bottom line.
I could have gotten any blogger to do this. I didn't take the time to dig you up just to pluck your wings and watch you struggle along. We get a lot of coverage from those big media outlets because we're big, but really it's because we're important. The reality is there is so much going on here that even I can't keep up. There are brilliant ideas out there that are just being lost due to our volume, Kevin.
Oh, wow. Absolutely. I mean, there's no escaping it. This place is just overflowing with perfection. Hey, how do you guys get any work done since you've already blown your own minds?
Just so you know, sarcasm won't get you very far with the people here.
I have to remind you, skepticism is kind of built into my career.
Your much lauded career, which is now over. But we're here now. So why did you take this job? Did you change your mind? I understand. Prickliness is just part of your personality.
You know, no editor will work with me right now.
Because of the trial. You took a lot of heat. Nobody wants to deal with that. They also don't know if they can trust you. That's why I do. It's not like the old days.
So, you like an employee who's hemmed in. Oh, I guess that's just my good luck.
When your back is against the wall, that is when you are most fierce, creative. That is what I want to harness. Do you know about the high-speed transit, the Hyperloop?
Something, yeah. That wasn't you guys, though.
No, it's not us. Have you heard about the 10,000-year clock?
Yeah, that was Jeff?
Right. Christ knows what the point of it is, but practicality isn't the point. Capturing imagination, that is the point. That is what I want.
That's great. I'm not an engineer.
I know that, but I want you to use creativity to find a way to help.
Okay.
I don't want you to think you're too old for this.
Well, I wasn't thinking that.
Knowing failure and surviving kills fear. That is your advantage.
Right. What's left to be afraid of?
Okay. Link confirmed?
I'm sorry, what?
Good news. I just got through to your bank. I can now direct deposit.
So, are you just gonna hang around and not eat anything?
Yeah, no. I'll get something later.
You're PR, huh? Everybody here talks about the food. Everybody loves it. What's left to do? I mean...
Yeah, no, I get that. Figure I'd just ease into things. Start looking at something kind of basic.
This isn't basic. It looks good because we perfected what we're doing here. Do you have any idea how many different foods are available?
No, I guess actually not.
Well, it's all of them.
All foods.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And you know it's all free.
That is impressive.
You're actually not going to eat anything? I know that some people don't when they're new, out of old routine or whatever, but trust me, that's stupid. There's no reason not to enjoy every advantage of working here.
Keeps you happy, keeps you here, right?
What does that mean?
I just mean there's no reason to go out or go home. Work's got you covered.
Yeah, that's right. Sometimes I serve a second shift just because.
You know, speaking of perks, I thought more of you guys would be wearing glasses around here.
No, I think that to a lot of people that work here, they're actually a little disappointing.
Raj doesn't seem to think they're disappointing. Seems like he never takes them off, or is he just boosting the company?
No, his are different. I have a feeling I'd wear those a lot too.
Different how?
I don't know, he doesn't exactly let people check them out. But you can tell, right? His do more.
Yeah, I suppose you're right about that. So, do you feel deprived?
Of course not. You're the one who's choosing not to eat anything. I love the food here, I told you.
I know, I didn't mean nutritional. I meant, so if Raj gets something and everyone else gets something different, does that color your feelings for the company?
I'm not an idiot. It's crazy good here. And I don't expect Raj's salary either, but we all still hit the jackpot.
Touché. So, you're happy to work extra shifts?
Yeah, I guess. It's not like there's anything waiting for me at home. Nobody's nagging me to get out of here. Well, I have a cat, who probably couldn't care less. There's probably someone looking for you, though, huh?
Billionaires. Okay, if we can get right to it, I'd like to start with the negotiations in China.
U.S. business is the priority for everyone right now.
Sorry, are you addressing the meeting, Raj? Or the Matrix?
I'm reminding you and the office you work for, Kier, that a lot of Americans are still unsettled. We need to reassure them further on our side.
This again. Look, you've posted your legal statements about data collection and working with us. They passed. You guys are covered. The story's moved on. Most of the eyes turn to whistleblowers and journalists. They get tired of that. Then before you know it, we're all back to election bullshit and reality TV, okay?
We don't duck and wait for people to forget us. That's what dead companies do. We need to be more upfront.
You want to lead a conversation? You have lots of icebreakers. Talk about the censorship you get from every country but us. Too boring? Well, your driverless cars will eventually kill someone. Discuss that. If that's not sensational enough, what happens when criminals hack somebody's pair of net specs? When God knows who can see what you see, from the ATM all the way down your girlfriend's panties? Seems like a story that would hold some attention. There's a lot of potential coffee talk if you ask people to think for a second.
Really impressive fear-mongering. You're appointed, right? Are you sure you're not an elected politician? Because goddamn, you have a knack for talking around the issues. It's not your job to do our company's PR. We have somebody for that. Everybody make him feel welcome. Your job is to help us, liaison, because our interests are your interest. We need you to act like it. And we have to uncouple our name from anything to do with you guys and people's privacy.
It's impossible to work the NSA. You know that.
I know we have no access to them. I just have you.
If I try to go to bat for you on that again, you might not anymore. You want to make your case in front of Congress? Well, that's not me. Raj, you have to know when you're beaten.
You know why I can't do that? Because it doesn't happen. Christ, leave it to the State Department to recommend we bend over and take it. What is the use of this?
This is bigger than you, whether you believe it or not. Dick.
Maybe we put a pin in this conversation for a minute. Now, Raj, Max has been sending me a lot of requests lately. Not that there's anything unusual about that, but it's going to force our engineering into new conceptual territory. Also, par for the course. I know that's why he's here, but I'm just going to need a little more direction from you on where to focus some of our programmers on some of this stuff. I mean, the projects that we're in the middle of, they're going to get time shifted again.
Did Max talk to you?
No, of course not. He just adds to the work group queue.
All right, okay, we're not talking Max issues in front of non-leadership. Let's grab a conference bike, men. Here, your hour is freed up. Go make yourself useless.
Sorry, Bob? Maybe you can help me play quick catch-up here. Who's Max?
Oh, you don't know Max? He's kind of the big thinker, I guess.
Really? The people that make that smart robot cars, they aren't the big thinkers?
Smart. No, I don't know. He's mostly just a pain in my ass. And if you tell Raj that, I will find a way to make you regret it.
Look, I'm not here to make waves. Trust me.
Well, you know the top level stuff, the craziest ideas. Raj likes to work through those with Max. He calls himself a futurist. I don't know, Raj thinks he's some sort of oracle or something. But basically, he takes the impossible and he shoves it into my inbox.
Well, not that I can make it now, but where would I find him?
I don't know. I don't think you do.
Don't think you need to protect someone who's above my pay grade. I mean, I don't know much here, but I talked to Raj, one-on-one. He wants me reaching out to everybody.
I'm not stonewalling you. I really don't know. The only information I ever get from Max comes off a web server, typed.
You've never even met him?
The only person I know that's met him is Raj.
But he works for this company. This is for real?
He will leave us behind, and it's humiliating.
Thanks for freeing up a minute to talk.
Don't thank me, just the scheduling gods. I guess it's a good day.
Hey, listen, Kelsey really liked those glasses you sent her. I think she's one of a kind at school, so...
So thanks.
I'm glad I could share a couple perks of the job. She shouldn't get in trouble with those, but let me know if she does.
Sounds less than encouraging. I should probably look into that. Speaking of trouble, I know we've run a number of investigations this direction before.
And haven't managed to get very far.
True, Europe's done a little bit better.
But...
I think you know. It's a fresh approach. We feel it's worth taking, but we need to know you're not going to stand in the way on this one.
Which has happened before, you're not wrong.
Yeah, it kind of feels like holding out your right hand while palming a knife in your left, and winning means scotching a lot of the work you've done.
Not to mention those perks.
Yeah, there's that. There's nothing easy about it, but never has been, right?
Everybody's going to sacrifice. All right.
If you're willing to go along with this.
You do what you have to do. So will I.
Journalism's facts. Truth. I'm sure you guys have your own angle on it, but PR's basically the opposite. PR's the cover-up. Straight truth to power, huh?
All right, you're getting what I'm seeing, right, Max?
I am indeed.
Nothing stored locally with you, but we'll capture it all here. And signal encryption
Is active.
Wouldn't have it any other way. All right, now we got that ID code pretty much perfect, but let's run a high-end field test, shall we?
All right, let's face fuck some people.
That cool there. This guy here. Oh, who's that?
Hiding behind sunglasses? Ridiculous. Hoodie? Not a problem.
Captured. Unexposed. Knock knock.
It's you.
Seems like a solid sample. How are we doing, Base?
We'll crunch some analysis, but it looks like 100% to me.
It's a hell of a performance.
Thank you.
I was referring to the network, but we're cute too, I guess.
All right, now that we're up to speed, maybe we should try another round from a vehicle?
Oh. Hey, that drone hack we've been rooting just activated. You want to take care of that later?
Awesome. No, let's hop on it now. I'll link in from here.
I just don't think this is the best place to talk. Yeah. That's their business. Sort of, but there's a lot going on here. No. They didn't give me one of those. That either. I would say protective, but beyond that, I don't really know. Well, don't worry about it yet. It's a new beginning, or it will be, for everybody. It'll help with the imagery. Can we pick this up someplace else? Seriously.
Hi. I didn't think you'd come tonight. Is this once we could do without the glasses? Alright, but no work then.
When you're in doubt, or when you're in danger, take a look all around, and I'll be there when you need a friend. Don't look to a stranger. You know in the end, I'm gonna always be there. I'm sorry, but I'm just thinking of the right words to say. I know they don't sound the way I planned them to be. And if you wait around a while, I'll make you fall for me. I promise. I promise you. I'm sorry, but I'm just thinking of the right words to say. I know they don't sound the way I planned them to be. And if I have to walk the world to make you fall for me, I promise you.